Should you quit your job to go all in on dropshipping? Most people who are starting a high ticket dropshipping business are already working a job. You've got to pay the bills, and that's the thing that they're looking to move away from, either to find a way to make more money or to get greater control of your time, to spend more of your life doing the things that you want to do and not having to move to somebody else's schedule. And so everybody gets to the point where they're like, well, when's the right time for me to leave my job and just focus on growing my business? Should I do it now or should I wait longer? And it's a great question, but it's also one that you need to put some thought into, because there is some real danger here. Now, the first thing to think about is that building your business and growing your business is a long-term pursuit. It's not a short-term thing. You still need to be doing this, or to be able to do this, in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time. And so the danger is that if you quit your job and go to rely on your dropshipping income too early, is that if you get that wrong and you find that your business is not providing what you thought it was going to provide, you're going to have to backtrack and find other ways to pay your bills. We all have bills, you've got rent, mortgage, kids, all that sort of thing. And so you've still got to pay those bills. They're not going to go away. And if you have to backtrack, it actually gets really hard to continue growing your business. Just from a mindset perspective, it doesn't feel great, right? But also from your business perspective, if it's grown a little bit, there's going to be a lot of work that if you then have to go back into a job, you're not going to be able to do. And so you'll find that it's really difficult to continue growing your business. And so in that sense, it's not worth forcing things so that you can get out of working your job. You need to have a really good think about, how much do I need to make per month? Get your head around a dollar figure that you need at a minimum every month, and then build a 30% safety barrier into that, right? So add 30% of that on top for unexpected costs. So once you know that number, you can then say, okay, what's my buffer for 3 months at that rate? What's my buffer for 6 months? And ideally, I would suggest that you want to put 6 months worth into the bank. If you don't have that, put that into the bank before you quit your job. At a minimum, I think it should be 3 months, but ideally 6 months. That means that if you quit your job, you start working on your business full time, and you have a couple of unpredictable months, you're not going to feel a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, or a need to go and take your focus away from your business and move back to some form of employment or starting some other side hustle, which once again, it's just going to move the focus away from your business and make it really hard to continue to grow it. So in this sense, it's actually better to be cautious rather than going too hard. Plan it out, put some money in the bank, and then when you get to that point, you get to do that exciting thing, move on from your job and work in your business full time.